Welcome to ShortView Trading, your morning market hit for Monday 13th of September. What matters today and this week for traders? Well, with last week's weakness in equity markets, the S&P down the majority of the days of the week, investors and traders are getting pretty nervous about what's ahead. It's September as well. It's that seasonally challenged month that adds to nerves. And we've had a number of Wall Street strategists, high-profile guys making talks and the case for a 10% correction. Kramer on CNBC adding to that on Friday, discussing the idea of brutal days ahead this week. But we would argue so far this year the trend remains very much intact. The price action's pretty robust. Actually, the S&P's continued to hold at its 50-day moving average throughout the last several months. As you can see on the chart in front of you now, several times it's been tested. That may well be where we're going to this time. But the price action, the positive price action, the uptrend has been no way negated as of yet. And in fact, if you look at Friday's price action across a range of key global asset classes and key asset prices, it was pretty orderly. Indeed, most of last week's pullback was really pretty orderly with small down days on the negative days. On Friday, as I said, if you look at high yield spreads, they behaved very well. If you looked at some of the commodity prices, oil and copper were both up on the day, those key prices, suggesting this isn't broad-based or widespread, and in fact is indeed quite an orderly give back of gains in the last few trading sessions. So the question is, where does that leave us now? And certainly if we look at our short-term market timing models, these are the 1 to 2 week models for timing market direction and looking for those key turns on that sort of short-term time frame. Those models have got a really great message. The technical scoring system we're putting up in front of you now back on buy, so encouraging with respect to the uptrend. The put to call ratio telling us how much downside protection investors have and traders have in their portfolios. Also on buy, there's plenty of put calls, put options out there, plenty of downside protection in place, as you can see in the chart in front of you now. And then finally, if you look at some of our volatility models, this is the VIX RSI we're showing you now, a relative strength index of the VIX indicator upside down. That's giving us a buy signal for equity markets. So a lot of models are really generating buy signals here. That's encouraging. And then I would add to that our points we've been making in recent weeks about the Fed. They're still dovish. We had Jerome Powell at Jackson Hole. We had the latest Fed meeting. We had the ECB meeting last week. All of them really the dovish side of what people expected. And of course, QE remains ongoing, even though we're talking about tapering at this time. So with ongoing QE, the liquidity remains plentiful. The uptrend should remain pretty robust. So to see how we're playing this and all the detail on our models and our assessment of this market environment, please see today's Daily Rag available to subscribers via the website. Or if you're interested in a free trial, please sign up. Click on the link below for a 7-day free trial of the Daily Rag. All you need to put in is your name and email address, no credit card details required, and we'll send you the Daily Rag for free for 7 trading sessions. So what are we watching today and this week? Well, today's actually pretty light, not really much going on at all in terms of macro events. But throughout this week, there's plenty coming out. There's a couple of themes. There's some inflation data coming out of the US and the UK. There's sort of CPI data, all the key inflation data. That'll be watched super closely, as we know that's a key theme and a key concern in markets at the moment. Added to that, we've got some retail sales out the States and then also out the UK. And then I think importantly, we've got Michigan's sentiment for September on Friday. This plunged last month, so how it plays out on Friday will be important. It's the preliminary first estimate, so it'll be watched closely. And other than that, there are other bits and pieces like NFIB small business optimism. So that's it from us. That's your morning market hit for Monday 13th of September. Thank you for listening. Please do subscribe to these videos on YouTube. Simply search under ShortView Trading and click on the subscribe button, or follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter and or Facebook. Thank you for listening. Stay safe. Trade well.